hello, everybody. Hello. How is everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? Today, ladies, we're going to be talking about 3 ways to attract more success in your life. 3 ways to attract more success in your life. And I want to ask you this question. Do you find yourself wanting to do something, but every year you keep putting it off, There's something that's pressing on your heart that you really want to do, but for some reason you just never get around to it? Or do you ever struggle with um procrastination? Like, just there's just something that you just can't do it. You're just procrastinating, keep putting it off and keep putting it off and keep putting it off. I don't know about you, but for me, this was something that I struggled with all the time until I discovered these 3 things that I'm going to discuss with you. For those of you that don't know me, I am Erica Hill, and I help professional women reset their mind and their money so that they will have the freedom to build generational wealth. I'm also a certified life coach. I'm a certified financial educator instructor. And I also own a thriving, successful financial service agency with over 29 agents on my team. For those of you that are actually joining live, hey, ladies, hello. I want you to type in the chat box, hello. Type in the city and the state that you're viewing from. For those of you that are actually catching the replay, I want you to type in the chat box, #replay. Hello, ladies. But as I was saying, for me, I struggled for years, saying that it was things that I wanted to do and I never got around to doing it. In my early 20s, I always said I wanted to own my own business. I always said I wanted to own my own business. But for some reason, I never got around to doing it. Then I looked up one day, 16 years had passed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, where did the time go? So this is something, like I said, that I struggled with before I actually discovered these 3 things that I'm going to go over with you today. One of the things is, well, let me say this. Once I actually discovered these things, I was able to start my own mortgage company. So once I discovered these things that I'm going to share with you, I was able to start my own mortgage company. Not only did I start my own mortgage company, but my first year in business, I made 6 figures. So if you have your pen and papers out, please take notes, lady. Please take notes. Number 1. Hey, St. Louis, Missouri. Hey, ladies. Hey. So number 1 is to define what success means to you and set up SMART goals. And I'm going to go really small. I'm going to go really slow because I want you to take notes. Number 1, define what success means to you and then set SMART goals around it. For instance, what I got present to is what success meant to me was not what success meant to everybody else. Your definition of success may not be the same definition of everybody else's. So you got to get clear on what it is in life you want to do, not what society tells you you can and cannot do, not what you've seen not what you've heard, but what is it that your heart is calling you to do? You have to define what that is to you. And then you schedule SMART goals around that. So you're probably wondering, Erica, what the heck are SMART goals? What do you mean, girl? What is a SMART goal? SMART goals are this. S stands for specific. It has to be specific. So you have to write down what your specific goal is. The M stands for measurable. You have to measure out how you're going to obtain those goals, which leads you to A, which is attainable. So you have to be specific. You have to have measurements. It has to be attainable. R stands for realistic. It has to be a realistic goal, and then you have to put some time frames on it. So SMART goals stand for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. You have to have these things in that particular order. And I'm going to give you an example. Once I got clear on what it is I wanted to do, okay, I want to start a mortgage business. Then I had to put that, and I had to take it from out of here in my head and put it on paper. I had to measure it. So I was like, okay, well, how much money do you need to make in order for you to sustain your lifestyle? Put that on paper. Okay, so how long is it going to take for you to make this amount of money? Put that on paper. What products and services are you going to sell? Put that on paper. How much do these products and services cost? Put that on paper. How are you actually going to go about getting clients? Put that on paper. So without a concrete plan, you are guaranteed to fail. So as I was saying, you have to define what success means to you, and you have to set SMART goals around it. You can't just say, oh, I want to start an online business, or I want to lose weight, or I want to stop eating sugar, because those are not good goals. You got to make sure they're SMART goals, which is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. The second thing you need to do is change your mindset. Change your mindset, because you have to remember that your beliefs equals your thoughts. Your thoughts create your words, and your words create your actions. And I'm going to say that again. Your beliefs create your thoughts. Your thoughts create your words, and your words will determine your actions. So if you say that you want to be successful, you got to develop the mindset of a successful person. Sitting on the couch, scrolling through Facebook, looking at YouTube videos, like those things are not going to actually help you if you're not taking actions. So you have to develop the mindset of a successful person. Number 3 is create habits around that mindset. You got to create habits around that mindset. Personally, I would meditate every day. Every day, so that you can clear your thoughts, and then you can actually implement positive thoughts. Remember what I said, your beliefs create your thoughts. And if you have a bunch of negative thoughts going on, I'm not good enough. How am I going to do this? I don't have any money. This will never happen. Guess what? Those negative thoughts are going to keep you from whatever it is you want in life. So you got to put yourself in a space to rewire those thoughts and start to create positive thoughts. I hope this is actually making sense. If it is, put yes, Erica. Put yes in the comment box. Type yes in the comment box if this is making sense. You gotta you gotta become aware of the thoughts that you actually have going on in the background. They say that we have 50 to 70,000 thoughts per day. 90% of those thoughts are the same thoughts that you had the day before. But the majority of us are not even present to the thoughts that we have going on. We never take time out to just be like, what's going on here? Like, what am I thinking? What am I thinking right now? So you have to become aware of those thoughts that's going on that you may not be aware of, because those thoughts could be keeping you from your dream life. Like I said, get aware of the thoughts that you actually have going on. And I'm going to leave you with an exercise. For the next 3 days, I want you to take a sheet of paper, and I want you to do this 5 minutes a day. It don't have to take you a lot of time. It doesn't have to take you a lot of time. 5 minutes a day. I want you to take out a sheet of paper, set the timer for 5 minutes, and I want you to just start writing every thought that comes to your mind. Don't think about it. Just whatever pops up, just write it down. Write it down. It doesn't have to make sense. Just start recording your thoughts. Every day, belief create your thoughts, which create your words, which creates your... Yes. You got it. But I want you to take the sheet of paper. Just do it for 5 minutes. Just do it for 5 minutes, because this is going to blow your mind. I want you to just start writing down every thought that pops in your mind. I don't care what it is. I don't analyze it. Just start writing down. Just start writing it down. Anything that pops in your mind, just write it down. Just write it down. 5 minutes. Stop after the 5 minutes. And I want you to look at that sheet of paper. The next day, I want you to do the exact same thing for 5 minutes. Take a sheet of paper, write out the thoughts. It could be on the same sheet of paper. Just start writing thoughts. Whatever comes to your mind, don't analyze it. Just whatever pops in your mind, just start writing it down. All the thoughts that comes up within those 5 minutes, just write it down. And I want you to look at that sheet of paper. The third day, I want you to do the exact same thing for 5 minutes. I want you to take out that sheet of paper, and it could be the same sheet of paper, and start writing down all the thoughts that appear that's going on with you for 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, I want you to look at that sheet of paper. I want you to take a highlighter, and I want you to highlight all the thoughts that were consistent. Look at your thoughts for those 3 days, and I want you to just highlight all the ones that you see were consistent. And you'll be surprised. You're going to be surprised. 9 times out of 10, you're going to see most of the thoughts that you have for those 3 days probably were the same. You never even realized it. So, as I was saying, to recap, the 3 ways for you to become successful is 1, to define what success means to you, and then put SMART goals around those things. SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Number 2 is you gotta change your mindset. You gotta change your mindset. And number 3 is you gotta create habits around what you put down on that sheet of paper. You gotta create habits around what you put on that sheet of paper. You have to develop the mindset of successful people, and you have to take the habits consistent with things that successful people do. And I hope this has made sense. But whatever you do, please do that exercise, because you will be amazed at the thoughts that may be going on in your mind subconsciously that you're not even aware of. And when you do this exercise, I want you to send me a DM and let me know what came up for you. Like, oh my God, Erica, I did not know this was going on. I want you to send me a DM. Not only do I want you to send me a DM, but I actually can offer you a 20-minute free consultation. Just do the exercise, because you will be blown away of what could be actually hindering you from creating the life of your dreams. Every Tuesday in this group, ladies, I go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. So if there's any pressing issue, or there's anything that you want me to actually talk about, send me a DM. Let me know. Erica, what about this? Or Erica, what about this? Good evening, everyone. Hey, ladies. Hi. Hello. I'm looking at your comments. Some of the things I can't see because I'm not in the Facebook group. I'm actually streaming through StreamYard. So ladies, make sure you type in the chat box the city and the state that you're actually viewing from. For those of you that are catching the replay, I want you to type in the chat box #replay. Once again, I'm going to recap the 3 ways for you to become successful is A, define what success means to you. Make sure you create SMART goals around those things. 2, change your mindset. 3, create habits. You got to create the habits of successful people. So with that being said, ladies, I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Talk to you later. Bye.